Okay, I'm live. And yes, Rich, I will be doing some wood tapping tonight. I got the chunk of wood as well as the beard brush. I have the bag of crinkles. I have those weird little chunks of rock that I kind of got off my uncle. I have my skateboard, which I keep saying I'm going to do like spinning of wheels and tapping on and stuff, but I keep forgetting that I have it down there. And of course the chopstick and the brush and etc., etc. So yeah, there'll be plenty of stuff to do for triggers tonight. Hey, on the come up. I don't know, something about the way you do the thing made my head go, what, huh? Lowercase, uppercase, lowercase, uppercase. Oh, and hey, here you go. How's it going? Oh, you know what? I'm going to start the timers, and I was just sitting there gelling. I was like, oh, dude, you're not waiting anymore. It's time. It started. Okay, so let's start that one, and let's start. Come on, that one. There we are. Okay, there we are. Rob's going to be bummed when he shows up and the timer's already started. Hey, Sean, how's it going? Yeah, I'm doing okay for those who are curious. Did a bunch of stuff in the garden today. Actually, not just the garden, but actually the past couple of days. Actually, today I didn't do much. But the days before that, I did a bunch of stuff. Weed whacked our front yard pretty much, down to the ground, and then I covered it with some black tarps to do some occultation, I guess is what they call it. Basically what you do is you trap all the weeds and stuff in the soil or whatever, but it's because you have the black tarp, it keeps it from getting light, so they don't get any energy, right? So it dies out and they just become organic matter for the soil. So it's like, so it's, I don't know. So I got that, and then I got a bunch of weeding done. So the ongoing battle with things like dandelions and the like. So anyway, it's fun. It's good for my head to have an unusual new hobby. Well, unusual for me. It's becoming more usual as I get used to it. But excuse me. Let's see. Hey, Darth, how's it going? I am doing okay. How are you doing? Keeping busy. Yeah, trying to. Yeah. Okay. So I think what am I going to do to start with tonight? I don't feel like starting right into a trigger for some reason. I don't know. I'm going to play some Octortle. And yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play some Octortle. And let me move this over to there for a minute. Hey, Ben, how you doing? Aloha. And now I'm over here. And let's see if I can do that daily game. Yikes. Am I out of the way mostly? Yeah, I'm out of the way mostly. All right. Move my stuff around a bit here. No, I haven't had any progress getting the primary channels back, although, I don't know. Some things may be happening, so I don't know. I'll find out soon. Hey, Nasal Penny. Wow, that's really good. Hand drawn. That's amazing. And it's the first time you got no interact. I'm not sure I follow what you mean. Hey, Kate Manda, how you doing? Aloha. Thanks. You say that to all the ASM artists, don't you? Okay, let's see. What am I doing here? Playing this game. Serum, I think, is that one. Oh, I see. Well, I'm glad you decided to interact and that I could respond to you then. Thanks, Seagull. Okay, what am I doing here now? That's going to be parka. Yep, okay. So one going to be over there. Huh. I don't know what that last one's going to be. That's kind of got me confused. But anyway. Thanks, Kate Manda. Oh man, I'm not seeing what I need to see. What is on this one? That could be spook. No, it can't be spook. Wow, I have no idea what any of this is. Okay, that one could be ranch, maybe. Nope, it can't be ranch. No, I can't get monetized because I can't start an AdSense account, because you can't make a new AdSense account. You can only add channels onto an existing AdSense account. And to be able to do that, I have to be able to log into the AdSense account, but I can't do that because it's the same login as, you know what I mean? It's like, so, yeah, I've got to find another path. So, yeah, I don't know what it's going to be, but what is that? Acorn, maybe? There we go. It's bugging me for a minute. Wow, okay. That's good to know, Nasal Penny. I imagine it's too action-packed for anything to be done, ASMR-like, yeah? Oh, the scroll. Oh, I see. Let's see if I can do that. Here, no. All right, let's do it over here. Let me do... Here we go, on here. And here we go, like... Oh, come on, you. Now let me do this. I see what happened. There we go. All right. There, that even makes me more out of the way. And, yeah, I think that's better. All right. Hope that makes everything visible now, yeah? Looks like it. Okay. And... Spiky? Is that what that one's going to be? S-P-I-K, oops. K-Y, K-Y. Yeah, okay. Weird. I don't know why that seems awkward for me, for that to be the right way. Cheek, maybe? Oops. Okay, here we go. And rapid. Oh, no. I still have just enough. So, tapier. Refit, I guess. And then what's this last one? I don't know. Utter. What do you know? Yay, I won. Let's what else we got? Okay, right on Blue Jays. I mean, I don't follow baseball, so, but yeah, well, you know, yay for them. All right, so that was the rescue. Let's try the extreme. Let's see what we got. Oh. And what do I have? That's going to be a rhino. Oops. That one might be cynic, huh? Oops. Yep, there we go. Phone, right? That one could be fried. And okay, what's this going to be? Grass. Tibia. And loamy. What do you know? Okay, I got a couple of comments. Okay. Enough looking at the comments. So that was the extreme one. Now let's do the classic one. I like to go from the hardest to the easiest, or what I think of as hardest to the easiest anyway. That could be mocha. What are we put in? Plum. Let's just see what we get. All right, that's mount. That's mocha. That one I'm not sure. Credo, probably. Oh, cadet. And melon. And macho. Oh, no. Oh, my eyes played a trick on me. What is this? Oh, macro. There it is. Jeez. Like, where's the other letter? Sorry about that outburst. That was kind of scaly, I guess, right? And one left. Oh, over here. Lurid. Yay. Oh, I was just talking about the gardening on the a minute ago. I laid out some tarp to do some occultation, where you kill the weeds by denying them light, so therefore energy. Got a bunch of weeding done because in the past we've had a couple of days where it's not been super hot. It's been just like a little bit overcast, a little bit windy kind of thing. It's like, okay, I can go out and put on my hat and sit out in the yard and be out there for a while because the sun's not beating down on me. So, what am I going here? This is medic probably, huh? And what do we have here? Gaff. Okay, this is probably table. And this is ochre. And that is brass. And this is probably quark. And cheap. And see it for a minute. I'm so used to just automatically putting K at the end of words. I forget that, yeah, it comes at the beginning sometimes too. Okay, now let's do the chill one. And then, how much time have I got on my thing here? I got so much time. Oh, I've still got 5 minutes going. Okay, no problem. Okay, let's see if we can do it. The chill one. Oops, in the wrong window, Bill. There we are. Thanks, C. Miller. Although I don't know that I am. I think I'm good, but I think there's people that are way better at it than me. But over there. What, that's going to be shale, maybe shape. Okay, I need to put in plum. And it's going to be shape. That one is jerky. Fudge, maybe? Okay. And stare. And frost. And block. And floor. Oops. There we go. Well, there we go. We're done with those for tonight. And alright, so let's go. I'm going to get OBS back. And let me bring it back over to here. And then let me go back to here so I can look at that and I can see things better. Man, excuse me. I realize I feel like I'm having my throat getting all scratchy, pretty common for the Saturday night thing. I wonder if it's psychosomatic. Oh, it's tied. How many, what inning is it in? What inning is it in? And does your, does your team have a chance, man? Just notice I still have evidence of gardening in my fingernails. Did not clean them as well as I should have yesterday. Anyway, enough about your dirty fingernails, Bill. Let's see, what are we going to do? I guess I'm going to start with the brush, just because it seems like the easiest one for me to kind of just get into the top of the ninth. Well, you can cross your fingers or whatever you need to do if you have any lucky charm type things. Go ahead and employ whatever magical item it might be. Yeah. So we're going to brush a little bit on the microphone here. Where's MSE? Did he come in and I miss him? Oh, there he is. Oh, man. Sorry to hear about that, MSE. All right, we'll go over on this side now. Do a little bit of brushing. Maybe some soft speaking here for the moment. I'll get into some whispering a little bit, but doing some soft speaking while I'm brushing. We'll get slower a little bit. And we'll get slower a little bit. Well, I'm glad that the videos do good for you, Space Lord. almost down here. I'm going to be taking a break in not very much time. Oh yeah, that is pretty good. I didn't notice. Thanks, Kate. Just while we end out this segment, I will whisper over here and brush over there. Whisper over here while I brush over there. Whisper over here, brush over there. Tonight I'm going to say salad. So whisper, whisper, whisper. Oh, the thing just went off. Time for me to take my break. Okay, I'm back. And what's happened since I've left here? Yikes. And you're feeling bloated. Aloha, Ben. Take care. Have a good night's sleep. Okay, I think I might come back to do some brushing later. But somebody asked about wood tapping earlier, and I said that I was going to. So let's go ahead and do some of the wood stuff. Actually, I'll get the brush back. We'll go ahead and do the brushing on the end grain. And I feel like I have something in my eye. Okay. Get the brush back. Was there anything else I needed to miss? Okay. Do the brushing on the end grain. I like this sound quite a bit. Okay, I guess I'm going to switch now, just for switch hands, and there we go. I think I can hear the difference between my left and right hand too, as far as operating the brush. Probably because I do favor my right hand like most people, right? Okay, now move on to doing some tapping on the good old chunk of wood. I might do some more brushing later, but let's see what we got here. Okay, starting first with the pads of my fingers. switch the other microphone. I'm going to switch to my nails, as they are anyway. And I'll try to do that if I can get myself situated where I can do some tapping over there while I'm whispering over here. And I'm tapping over there while I am whispering over here. And I am tapping over there while I am whispering over here. And I am tapping over there while I am whispering over here. And I am tapping over there while I am whispering over here. And I'm going to switch ears. I'll have to look into that. It's long dark. Maybe. We'll see. As it is, I have quite a few games to, that I'm trying to play on, so I might get to it sometime. Anyway, let's get back to the tapping over there while I'm whispering over here. I am tapping over there while I'm whispering over here. I am tapping over there while I am whispering over here. And I am tapping over there and whispering over here. I am tapping over there and I am whispering over here. I am tapping over there while I'm whispering over here. And I'm going to tap while I move. So just tapping on a good old chunk of wood. The byproduct of sort of working on my living space, I guess. The remnants of a building project, I guess. Hey, the name's Skay. The name's, I'm going to say, does that mean that the name is K and that's just how that you've run it together, or looks like chocolate? You mean the block? It's a 2x4, or a chunk of a 2x4 anyway. Oh, okay. Oh, Caden. All right, cool. That's a cool name, man. The way it works out, huh? Hey Eric, how's it going? I like the whole sound of the whole way that the name's K kind of runs together. Yeah, it's cool. Anyway, hey, Iraq 7075. I don't know if I said hi to you already. Should have we got rid of third. I'll have to look into this, the long dark or whatever. It seems like there's some interest in just the development of the game. Yeah, I think I'm going to switch to the beard brush for a little while. Let's put this over there. Put this here. Okay. I'll go the other side here. Okay, let's do some tapping on the back. It's got a little bit of a different sound. I've been doing ASMR since 2012, but only in kind of serious output for, I don't know, the past almost 3 years now, I guess. Sorry about that. Get an itchy nose now. I'm just itchy all over the place today. I think what I'll do here is we'll do some of the tapping over there. I don't know, Missy, you tell me. It's kind of a subjective thing, isn't it? I mean, I think I've told you guys before, but I get ASMR off the song Hamburger Lady by Throbbing Gristle, so, you know, some people get ASMR off weird things, man. I don't know, it's me tapping on the back of a beard brush while I whisper into a microphone ASMR. Two by fours, man, who's using 2x4s for ASMR? That's ridiculous. And a chopstick in an empty jar, what kind of nonsense is that? But we haven't got to that yet tonight yet, so just in case anybody out there is new, you'll get to see the amazing chopstick ASMR trigger after this break. That's coming up in, well, a little bit less than 3.5 minutes now, according to the timer over there. Hey, and they're not too out of sync. Well, I guess that's 18 seconds off for the timers. Anyway, let me get back to the tapping over there while I'm whispering over here. Well, Kate Manda, there will be crinkles and chopsticks. For sure tonight. The people upstairs have dogs. There's 2 pit bulls. There's a couple of terrier mutt type things. There's a chihuahua. There's a dachshund sort of thing. And one of the terrier mutts is visiting, actually. Let's see, what else is there upstairs? Brutus, that's another one of my niece's dogs that we're watching while she's on a trip out of town. You know, my sister has 2 dogs too. One of them's a black lab, and the other one's some kind of bulldog mix of something. So, yeah, we got dogs. I like the dogs. I will upon occasion go upstairs and get on the floor with them. Yeah, I love the dogs, but I don't own them myself. Because that way I don't have to take any responsibility. I can have fun with them, but then I don't. Okay, you guys feed them. English bulldog, cool. Yeah, they named their bulldog from upstairs his Sergeant Major because my sister's current husband is a former Marine. Well, I guess they're never a former Marine, are you? That's the whole thing. They're a Marine, but he's not active duty Marine. And yeah, he's a, I don't know. He did scary stuff for the Marines, so I don't know. Okay, here we go. The break's about to end. Or the segment's about to end. The break's about to start. Okay, I'll be right back, you guys. Here we are, back to here, and we're going to do the chopstick and jar, and then some crinkling. Okay, let's do it all. Daisy May, that's cool. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I think you're not alone, Space Lord. I think there's a lot of people that don't get the tingles, but find a value in ASMR as being relaxing. Nice try, James. You're taking Rob's place tonight, huh? Switch to the other ear. Oops. We don't have mistakes here, we have happy accidents. Oh wow, cool. And it's also probably better than unnecessary chemical barrage on your body from sleeping pills, right? Okay, I guess I should address some of this stuff because it's hard for me to read and whatever. So, on the subscriber thing to get monetization on the channel, I don't think that's going to work. I'm going to have to figure out a different strategy because I've crossed the line to be able to get to be a partnered YouTuber, which would mean access to the people. However, I'm in the process of being partnered. And the second step of that process, I mean, the first step is you just fill out a bunch of information, all that kind of stuff. And the second step is to set up your AdSense account. But I already have an AdSense account, and YouTube's rules are you can only have one. It doesn't matter how many channels you have, you can only have one AdSense account per person. And so I was hoping that I would be able to get access, pre-having to add the AdSense thing, but that's not the case. So, because I can't get into the AdSense account because that's under the same login as the other YouTube, Google stuff. So, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. But, it's sometimes going to have to. I mean, even if I just keep saying in videos every once in a while, if somebody from YouTube would please contact me so I could have my original channels back as far as, getting in access because I lost the logins. But, I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully. maybe somebody from YouTube will actually watch this very video and hear that very plea and then send me an email and say, hey, respond to this email and let's fix this. And that would be great, wouldn't it? Anyway, how much time did I spend on okay, let's still do some jar and chopstick and jar. Chopstick and jar. Do the second half of this segment with stuff from the crinkle bag. See, I think I missed a couple of comments. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. And weird philosophical question. Well, here's the thing. I mean, does anything on Earth really have a starting or an ending, right? You can always go, well, what did you make the thing out of, right? And go back till, as far as you want, right? I mean, are all things just an emergent phase of that? What's the weird thing about the guy's ship? You know what I mean? That each piece gets changed until it's, eventually no piece is the same as it was still, right? You know what I mean? I mean, what if that's all that the universe is an ever-changing thing and everything's an emergent bit of that stuff? I mean, so I don't know. I think it's completely possible that the universe doesn't start or stop or any of that. I think it's also possible that it starts once and then ends once and then boink, there's nothing after that, which is a weird, creepy thought, but, that's certainly possible. I mean, any of it's possible. I mean, I don't know. I think we don't know enough about the universe that we find ourselves in. So, I mean, we know enough to have cell phones and have satellites and launch stuff so that, see, what is Voyager's like getting out into the, the Kuiper belt for real, right? going all the way out there, man. Into actual space type stuff, man. But anyway, back to the thing. Yeah, I mean, I suppose we're clever enough to build that stuff, but I don't know. Why am I sitting here thinking about whatever? I should be getting the crinkle bag out. Okay. As usual, I will save the large bag for last. So I'll take it out and set it over here. And I will go through which ones am I going to want to use tonight. I want to use that one. I want to use that one. I want to use the two pouches for certain. Where are those? Where are they? Oh, here they are. There we go. And I'm going to start with, I'll just crinkle this whole big stack before I set it over there. Yes, existence is bizarre. Crinkle, crinkle, bunch of stuff. And my eyebrows are getting itchy. Stay together, you pile of cranky nonsense. Oh no, the camera's doing the weird nonsense. Stop. Go back. Just there. Just stop. Stop there. Now somehow it got out of alignment with whatever. I don't know how it does that. There we go, I guess. Is that back to normal, more or less? I don't know why it does that. Anyway. I can just stay there. I know Ben's a fan of the crinkles. I thought you were going, Ben. Or are you just sleeping with your headphones on or something? There's the thing, the ship of Theseus thing. I think it's an interesting sort of mind game to think about, but here's the deal. It applies to everything and how it interacts with everything else. Right? I mean, I remember reading this thing that, I can't remember how it worked out, but the statistics of there being water molecules in you that were in William Shakespeare, say, is like, it's pretty certain that you probably do have water molecules that were in his body that are now in your body. And I don't remember how that whole thing played out. And I don't know, maybe it was some pseudoscience nonsense, but it was an interesting idea. But whether it's that well distributed or not, I mean, all of our bodies are like, you've heard the whole thing about like we aren't our same cells every 7 years because of the way our cells divide and all that stuff. I mean, it's the same DNA and all that, but the actual cells are, have died and divided and all that kind of thing, right? But we're made of the stuff that we take in, right? The food and the air that we breathe, right? It's like, here's a good one. Trees, like take those big giant redwoods that are just a little bit north and west of me. They're fucking phenomenally large things, man. They're just ginormous. They're like as big as buildings big. They're just huge. Anyway, a lot of that stuff is because it's in, the material of the wood, which is, carbon. There's like a lot of carbon chains. That carbon came from the atmosphere. You dig what I'm saying, man? Those trees made their wood out of gas. Dig that. But you see what I'm saying? Everything is part of everything else all the time. There's no getting around that. So, Yeah, that's right. You're right. Anyway, that's I actually talk about that in I guess it's in the last segment of 3-layer cake. It's one of my videos on my original channel. It's one of the ones I'm actually really proud of. It's in an SBD type one. So it means trippy stuff, man. So if you don't like trippy stuff, don't watch it. But if you like trippy stuff, watch it, man. I want to start making more of those things. You know, I'm going to have to do some crinkling after this break because it's coming up really quick and I haven't done anything other than this. So I'm just going to do this and then I'll do more crinkling in earnest after the break. Because it's still only just coming up on 9, so we've still got a whole hour and 20 minutes. So. I'm going to screw up your name. It's Sihaj Coral. I don't know. How should I address you? I feel like I've had this conversation before. I'll see you later, Kay. No, not yet. I'm still stuck in some horrible, I don't know what you want to call it, but it's not good. Okay, Serge, thank you. Yeah, I mean, when you go back far enough, it gets crazy, right? What's the one with all the Cambrian explosion, right? If you've seen all those, whatever fossil evidence they have of all that weird nonsense, and just some crazy creatures that just, all the weird nonsense. You know, what just came to mind is that, is it Bill Wirtz? Is that his name? It does the history of the world. And what is it? It says history of the world, I guess, or something like that. And he also did one on Japan. They were both really interesting. Yeah, I think that's right. And I'm not trying to be, new age or ooh about the notion of everything being, completely together. That's just a matter of physics, man. It's like, I breathe out chemicals and then you breathe them in. Or, I breathe out chemicals and then those plants breathe them in. That's, and then we eat things and whatever. Anyway, I'll be right back. I gotta take a break. So we're back. We're back. Okay, I'm going to move on to doing some crinkling with other things other than that big pile of stuff. Let's do the metallicized plastic snack bar wrapper. Yeah. You're welcome, Ben. I'll do a little bit of whispering. I'm leaning over here. I might as well do the whispering, right? Do a little crinkling. Then I'm going to switch over and whisper into the other ear, too. Now I'm doing whispering over here, a little crinkling over there. I feel bad. I feel like I'm leading Ben down a path of irresponsible sleeping habits. And I'm going to whisper over here. I do crinkling over there. Some crinkling over there. I'll do some whispering over here. Do some whispering over here. Wow, 11th inning. That's crazy. Where's the other guy that was watching it? Or is he not even here anymore? He's over so intense in the game. Right on, Ben. Oh, wow, okay. So, Jack Rogers, who are you rooting for? Yeah, but that would, the unlimited time and computing power is a pretty big ask. Joanne, no, you still have an hour and 20 minutes. But just for future reference, it's every Saturday at 8 p.m. California time. Although I think tonight we're switching, right? So, I know that doesn't mean an extra hour. We've already been over that. All right, let's move on to another piece of crinkling material, shall we? I'm going to go to the pouches, just because I like the slightly subtle difference between their sounds. You know, to be careful about using this because it's going to trick the camera into thinking it needs to do something, but I don't want it to do anything. All right, right on. So you're just watching the game because you love the game. That's cool. I guess I'll do a whisper here while I'm kind of doing the crinkle and bow. There's it this way. And I'll whisper over. You know, I don't know. There's been a very specific topic, Joanne. It's been kind of all over the place. But, you know, so feel free to chime in with whatever you like. No, with the caveat of no negative nonsense, man. Right on. I guess that's a good thing, isn't it? When you have teams that are so well matched that it's a really, really good contest. You know what I mean? It's especially good if you're watching like a professional sports like that. You know what I mean? So that's high level of sportsmanship. I find that fascinating. To see humans do things really well. It's pretty amazing. But I just don't follow sports that much, to be honest. Once in a while, you know. I have upon occasion been guilty of catching both World Cup fever and Olympic fever. And every once in a while I'll watch track and field and that kind of thing. Or diving. I used to like to watch diving. I haven't watched it in a while, but there was a short period of time that there was this few of these Chinese young women that were just like super amazing divers. And they just kind of slipped into the water and like barely left a splash of anything. It was insane. Let's move to. All right, let's move to the double layered pouch. It's got bubble wrap inside, yeah, and manila folder outside. So it kind of does this unusual sort of both paper and bubble wrap crinkle going on. is that you're reading Marcus Aurelius. I remember reading some of his stuff a long time ago. Thanks, Ben. That's high praise coming from you. You're a pretty steady regular. So I guess if anybody was going to have a reasonable sense of judgment, that would be you. Wow. Imagine being in the crowd, right? I mean, it's always a fantastic thing. It's, you get to see something like that, in person. I mean, I think you're probably right there, Jack. I didn't realize I was going to be competing with the World Series for viewership. Well, I feel that I must be doing pretty well then, Let's sort of, I have to move this thing out of the way. One of them says I got 27, but the other one says I've got 26. Yeah, they're always one off from each other. Yeah. Yeah, those Greeks were some pretty crazy guys as far as thinking and whatnot. I'm pretty fascinated with Diogenes too. Oh my goodness, first and third. Holy mackerel, this is... I feel like you're being our radio announcer, right? You're doing the play-by-play for us so that we can all sit here and slowly enjoy ASMR, and you can just sort of chime in with the pertinent details. Yeah, another tricky thing, I might be wrong in remembering this, but it seems to me that roughly the time when there was a bunch of guys doing some crazy advances in thinking, or at least writing down what was being thought in Greece, is a similar time when there was the Siddhartha Gautama character, right, out of Buddhism. But that's kind of a similar time frame, and also I think that the Lao Tzu guy is similarly, at least legend-wise, is said to be, they're all kind of, if the dates line up, it's kind of a weird similar. It's like, it seems like humans have a lot of weird commonality about development, maybe. Either that or that was all poppycock that I read somewhere, and who knows. Wow. pretty crazy. I hope the fans don't do any crazy nonsense like blowing stuff up and that kind of thing, you know what I mean? You know what, I'm going to do the last 2 minutes with the big bag. Dude, you don't feel obligated to stay awake, man. You can always watch the replay, man. You know, so just chime in when you're here. You know, if you're sleeping, don't worry, man. Just sleep. You gotta take care of yourself, my friend. Crazy, yeah. Okay, time to take another break, King. I'll be right back. And we're back, and this is for roughly the last hour of the show. I'll keep doing some crinkling just because I'm enjoying doing it. Let's see, what have I missed yet? Oh, I haven't done the skateboard yet. So after I do this for a little while, I'll do whatever I'm going to do with the skateboard, which who knows what that'll be, probably just tapping and spinning the wheels. But I know that the spinning of the wheels is pretty quiet, so I don't know. You'll have to let me know if you think it's worthwhile. In the room, it's nice, but it is a quiet, quiet sound. Hey Philip, how's it going? Cool. Glad to hear it, Philip. Okay, I'll set this aside for a minute. I might come back to crinkling in a little while. But for whatever reason, I want to do the skateboard. As many of you will know, I found my old skateboard deck from, I think, 77 or 78. I don't remember when I got it. It's this Fiberflex deck. And so I bought some, I used to have Bennett Pros, and I don't remember the wheels, but they were red wheels. So I bought don't make Bennett Pros anymore, but they make Bennett Vectors. And I found some red wheels I liked that are pretty big and soft, because I'm not going to be doing tricks or anything. I just want to ride down the street and, I don't know, just for the hell of it. There's not much more to it than that. And and then there's the bottom with some stickers, right? So that's the deck, the trucks, and the wheels, right? EPIA. So I guess I could get an independent sticker because they're independent bearings. So I might do that because I like the little Maltese cross and some of the independent logos. But anyway, so I'll do some tapping, I guess, to start with, yeah. Just because the fiberglass has a weird tone to it. What do you guys think about that? I like it. Thanks, Ben. No Ghosts plays. It's still in a negative space right now, so. But, I will keep hope alive. And, I don't know what I'm going to do, because, we'll see. I got to figure something out, though. I'm going to do some wheel spinning. Let me know if you guys can actually hear it and if it's worthwhile, or if it's just me hearing it in the room and liking it. And so I can get a good hold on it and get it close enough to the mic without banging everything. I don't know, is that too quiet? Thanks, Ghost Plays. Let's try it again, shall we? Good. I don't know. Any noise from the bearings? They are quiet. thing is, Adam, that they have everything set to be handled by the AI. And the only way you can actually get the support, it's like I'm in a catch-22. It's like you are entitled to support as a partner YouTuber. However, to get that support, you have to be logged into the channel that is monetized. And since that's my problem, you know what I mean, I'm stuck. I need the support, and I'm entitled to it as a partner YouTuber, but I can't get access to it because of the way they have their system set up. I'll switch to the other ear after this. I don't want to keep talking about the channel stuff, though. I feel like it works me up. Makes for not as good ASMR. Still going here, a little bit. Slowing down now. Yeah, let's go to the other ear. It sounds like that was a little louder. Maybe these bearings aren't as nice somehow. Hey, Finn Connie, how's it going? Thanks, Adam. Let's get a little closer. What is this now? Thanks, Caitlin. Doing all right, Finn. Oh, wait a minute, that wasn't quite as good. I'll go back to just tapping it for a bit. I like that too, as far as it sounds. Okay, I'll do a little bit more of it in a bit. You know, that's a good idea, Kate Manda, thanks. That's what I'll do in the future. Thanks, Ghost Plays. Well, you know, I don't want to do the same thing everybody else does, right? We want to have a little bit of uniqueness going on here. You know, I might do that. Maybe in the next break, or after the next break. Oh, wow, cool. I'm glad you think it's that good of a sound, man. All right, Finn, go get some sleep, man. You and Ben both, man. Yeah, it is. James, as far as the growth thing, yeah, it's kind of a nice thing to see. I'm actually looking forward to when I get my other channels back, because I have some ideas about what I'd like to do. You know, as far as, like, one thing I think I'm going to do is I'm going to not do story time stuff like, you know, the Nettie and Becky, you know, out of the Project Gutenberg stuff, because it's just, the viewership is just so poor on them. But I like doing them, and I know some people like listening to them, and I know the people who do like them a lot. But so I'm thinking about, like, I would do the less popular stuff over here on this channel, and then do the other stuff, you know, like Mind Test and stuff like that over on the original channel, and let that one be the moneymaker, and let this one be sort of the, you know, when you do the, you know, the less popular, but, you know, you just don't want those, you know, views killing the other channels, you know, algorithm play, right? Anyway, that's my theory. I guess get a good one. Oh, thanks, Ghost Players. Yeah, I like doing that too. Especially when I put on, you know, try to play with a little bit of echo or some other kind of effect. Like, I like doing that kind of stuff. You know, I get, well, it's the musician in me, I suppose. Oh yeah, yeah, I did. I remember doing that one, Ghost Plays. Yeah, I hope I do get the main channel back, Ben. That's, you know, keep hope alive, right? Anyway. Let's get a little bit more going on here. Thanks, Ben. So we're coming up on the next break time. I imagine this will be spinning when we go to rake. What do you think? Yep, still spinning. And it's time for me to go to rake. See you guys in a minute. Seam here. Okay, so we're gonna try to do that flux game, I guess. And yeah, we'll do that, see if that'll work. Let me get over to here real quick, do this. You know, I don't even remember the game, to be honest. Okay, we're over there. Let's go back to this bit here. And there we are. Oops, daisy, what happened there? Oh, I know what happened. Okay, hang on. What's going on here, you goofball? Let's do this. My thing is revealing my edge of my screen. There we go. And all right, so now let's go. Let's see what happens. That's the way you can mute the sound effects. Okay. All right, let's just play. I don't remember what it is, but let's do classic mode because I don't even remember what I'm doing. Okay. All right, now what am I supposed to? I don't even remember what I'm supposed to do. Hang on. Well, I guess I'll just say play. I don't remember what I'm supposed to do, but we'll find out. Oh, this is one of those games, right? Okay. Right. Okay. All right, let's do this. And let me do, oh man, this. Let me do this. Oh no. Because if I do this, right, see that guy's by himself. Yikes. All right, well. All right. Oh no, I didn't notice that. Not doing so well today, huh? Wait a minute, that's a nice one. That was a lucky little stack there, okay. Murphy's Law. Okay, yeah, we'll play some more here. Oh, this is gonna not be good. Alright, let's do that. Then let's do, oh wait, that's all together, isn't it? So a couple of those. I guess I'm in easy mode, that's fine. I'll stay in easy mode, that's just fine for me. I do that. That work that way? Nope. Let's try. Oh, that should be, yeah, just do that. Let's do these. Then these are all, right? Yeah, and then these, and then yay. It's fun playing the easy version. Now I gotta do that, and then that, and then that. Okay. Now let's go play this again. Oh no. You do that to get all those, but I have to do this. Alright, let me try this. Okay, I was lucky. Nope. Oh well. This is pretty trivial at this point, isn't it? Because you could just do those and then like that. Yep, slouching. Stop doing that, Bill. It's bad for your neck, man. Bad for your spine in general. Let's do this and that. There we go. And I should keep an eye on the time. I just realized I haven't paid attention. It's easy for me to forget how much time I'm spending when it comes to like games and stuff like that. Are the reds all connected? Looks like they are. to this, then I'll switch to something else just because. Well, I don't know. What is it? I think I've been through most of the triggers I have. Is there some that I've missed that somebody really wants to see? Oh no. Let's get that. Oh no. Oh well. Now this seems right. Oh no, nope, it's not gonna work. Dang it. There we go. And those. There we go. Up. Okay. I'll keep playing this for a little bit more. Oh man, I messed up that one. Nope. Put up. So nobody has any suggestions, huh? Okay, and then I'll figure something out. Do that. Oh man, this. There we go. There we go, messed up. Thanks, Rafe. Yeah, they're mostly okay. I'm alive, you know. Not in the hospital, not in jail, none of that kind of stuff. Oh no. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's see now. Do a different trigger for a little while. So what do we got? Yeah. Oh, let's do something else. Let's go back to here. All right, I think I'm gonna do a little bit of chopstick and jar, and then maybe some more crinkling, and maybe some more wood. I don't know. Yeah. But I'll probably do this to the next break. Oh, right, and you asked about the cooking and eating. I don't like eating ASMR, so I won't make it. I do have a couple of show and tells in mind. Did I mention that already? I'll probably try and do those in the next, I don't know, this next month, I guess. I just realized I totally spaced out on, I was going to try and read some spooky thing just for Halloween, and then I totally blew it. Oh well, missed opportunity. Okay, I'm about to take a break, and then I'll be back. And I don't know what I'll do. To here, and you know what? I'm going to turn off, not that one, this one, because there's not going to be any more breaks. That's just, we're just going to go all the way to the end now. So what am I going to do? Some more crinkling, I guess. Yeah, I'm going to do some more of the big bag because I really like the big bag. And then I might do more. I think I'll tap on the fiberflex after this because I liked that fiberglass sound that the fiberflex makes. Oh, just for a teaser, I suppose. Sometime in November, I'll do the show and tell that involves my morning hot beverage ritual. As if many of you know, I love tea, but I can no longer drink it because it disagrees with my system. Just, and I enjoy coffee, however, caffeine in coffee really, it's too much caffeine for me. So even, well, decaf, I don't know, I haven't found a decaf that I like. So anyway, so I've been drinking chicory, not chicory coffee, just chicory. I know I've mentioned that before because other people said that they tried it and found that they didn't care for it at all. So I guess I'm in a minority. I guess a lot of people like it in coffee, but not many people just like it by itself, but I do. Just a little bit of sugar and some cream, and it's good. I like it. But I also, well, I won't go into all the details because that'll be what part of the video is about. Because it's not just the beverages themselves, but the vessels that they are drank from, etc. Every once in a while, the way that this crinkle sound works, it gets this weird ripply sort of noise that reminds me of a tarp. Like when you hear a tarp, like if you've ever put anything in the back of a truck and then had to put a tarp over it to keep, like, leaves or plant stuff or whatever taken to the dumps or something like that. And you hear the wind blowing on the tarp sometimes, and some of these sounds kind of remind me of that sound. Although, being in a truck going to the dumps with my grandfather didn't ever give me ASMR. switch over and do some more tapping on the fiber flex. That's what I'm going to do. Let's do some more tapping on the fiber flex. Yeah. I'll do a little bit of a tapping over there, whispering over here kind of thing. So I will whisper over here while I tap over there. I will whisper over here while I tap over there. And I will whisper over here while I tap over there. And I will whisper over here while I tap over there. And I will whisper over here. And I will tap over there. And I will whisper over here while I tap over there. And I will whisper over here while I tap over there. And I will whisper over here while I tap over there. And I will whisper over here while I tap over there. And I will whisper over here while I tap over there. Now I'm going to switch sides. Here we go, different grip on it, Jim. I will whisper over here while I tap over there. And I will whisper over here while I tap over there. You know, that's making my arms stiff. Holding it in one position, hold on. So I'm trying to do some wheel spinning for a while. Alright, here we go. Let's get a good grip on it. Here we go. It's still spinning, I guess, huh? Slows down and slows down, and that's good enough. What's the evil timer? That means how much time's left in the show. So it means what is it? I can't. Everything's always in my way here. So, and 4 minutes and whatever, 40-something seconds will be the end of the show. And I will try to find something to do to wind down, because this always kind of puts me in kind of a amped up space. Because I know it's ASMR and relaxing or whatever, but I guess for me, having to do the, be the performing end of it or whatever, I always feel a little up. Well, it's a positive thing though, This has turned into my Saturday social night, you know what I mean? It would suck if I came home and then nobody else showed up, That would just be horrible. So that's why I normally have 2 timers up. One that goes every 20 minutes so I can have a break for my back, and then, the end is just so that, otherwise, people talk me into staying on too long, and then my back is aching tomorrow, and all that kind of thing, Woe is me, right? First world problems. I'm glad you enjoyed it though, Murphy. So we're coming down to about no more than 2 minutes, so if anybody has any, let me put this over here, I guess. I always get so disorganized. I always end up having to do a fair amount, well, not a fair amount, a bit of picking up tomorrow morning from the mess I made from live streaming. At least there's no empty cans or ashtrays or anything like that around, so can't be that bad, right? So if there's any questions that anybody has, burning issues that secret of the universe. What is it? 40 something? I can't remember. You're welcome, QWERTY. I'm just going to leave it at QWERTY if you don't mind. That's a very long word you have there. But you're very welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Okay, gang, it's coming up on the last few seconds here. So I guess, I'll just say I hope to see you guys all next Saturday. Of course, Monday will be Mind Test Monday, because I'm doing those every Monday for, at least until I get the old channel back, and then I might go back to every other Monday again. I don't know. We'll see. But it just seemed like the smart thing to do, because since Mind Test Mondays are so popular, that it helped give a shock to this channel to get it going. In any case, let me go ahead and turn that off so we don't need to look at that clock anymore. It's the end of the show, man. Well, I guess that's it. Yeah. So hope to see you guys all next Saturday night. And yeah, take care, and aloha, siblings.